As more banks in the US continue to struggle, the crypto market continued to take full advantage. And the next bank putting the bank in bankruptcy is First Republic, now down a huge 95% on the year as depositors continue to flee. Now, the more the traditional financial system struggles, the better the advertisement is for crypto, which has still never missed a transaction and is open 24/7, 365. And also, the more crypto climbs, the more likely it is that the next bull market is being confirmed. Today, the three things that we'll be covering are why crypto is set to have a great 2023, where are we now in this bull market cycle, and then we'll finish up with the 5 biggest developments that have happened in just the past couple of weeks, and there have been some great ones. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, always appreciated. Okay, so first up, at the beginning of this year, I shared a simple one-page doc which showed why crypto was likely to have a great 2023. And so far, we are right on track. So, starting with the stats that I shared at the beginning of this year, and at the time I titled it, "Can it really be this simple?" As I'm sure everyone can see a very simple pattern. Now, this is not Bitcoin's performance, but the entire crypto market. And the pattern was this: a blow-off year, followed by a really harsh correction, followed by a good year, and then a great year. Blow-off top, big correction, good and great. Blow off year, big correction, and here we are. This is where it is right now. And then let me just add in the halving events. So next halving is to take place in 2024. And I said, could it really be this simple? The beginning of this year, it was very likely that 2023, when prices are down, it's very easy to have a good year. And the big takeaway was to make sure that you make some purchases in the big crashes. It's probably the very best thing you can do. Quite simply, buy low, sell high. And I don't know about anybody else, but I am certainly looking forward to 2024. Now, moving on to one of my favorite charts, as it really shows the huge bull markets in crypto, as well as the brutal bear markets. And the center line going through the middle is days from the halving event, which this would indicate is a pivotal moment every 4 years. Now, in red, this is the last bear market that we're going through, and we've had this nice little run up, and we are here. So just comparing it to what happened in the last cycle, which is in green, this shows that crypto could go on an absolute tear up to 40,000, 50,000, and then going into the halving event last time, the crypto market actually corrected and went down 50%. So crypto can still halve from these levels. Now, obviously, this is what happened in COVID, so it's a bit of an anomaly, but it just goes to show crypto could explode and crypto could also halve. And anyone who tells you they know exactly how this is going to play out should be avoided. But I'm sure we're all salivating for what is to come, as I do believe this is going to be the biggest bull market yet. And here is why. The 5 biggest developments that have happened in just the past couple of weeks. Number 1, and we head on over to Switzerland, very crypto friendly, and a government-owned bank post-finance to offer crypto to its customers. And it's going to be offering 2.5 million customers access to buy, store, and sell Bitcoin and Ether, adding more cryptos down the line. And this is what we really want to see. We want to see governments getting involved. And also, I'm a fan of banks getting involved as well, because this is going to be a serious driver of higher prices down the line. Number 2, And some great news coming from the UK. This time, the London Stock Exchange is going to get involved in crypto, starting with derivatives. So futures and options, which is a very positive sign before we get the spot ETF. And also just recently, with all the troubles facing Coinbase, they have flown across to the UK and met with the UK Economic Secretary to talk about maybe setting up shop in the UK. Obviously, the US is dragging their heels and being very unfriendly to crypto companies, and I think Brian Armstrong has had enough. Even in the last couple of days, we found out he's decided to take action and sue the SEC. So Coinbase could be coming to the UK. Number 3. This time, Germany to approve crypto shares. And this is some regulation that is going through that is going to enable German companies to be able to offer their shares on the blockchain. So tokenized stocks. And this is a trend that is just going to continue, but this time the stock market is getting moved onto crypto rails. Number 4. And this was a very interesting piece, as the Bank of America and Fidelity had been getting exposure to Bitcoin through MicroStrategy stock. Now, I'm sure there's no surprise that Fidelity wants more exposure, as they are clearly a big fan of crypto. But what's most interesting is that the Bank of America, a US bank, is secretly getting exposure to Bitcoin. Now, if we had seen this just a year or two ago, most people wouldn't believe it. The banks are getting involved. And number 5, this was a huge milestone dropping in the last week. And it's the EU, the European Parliament, adopting crypto-focused legislation. And this is so important as it finally shows that they are not ignoring crypto. They are no longer going to be banning crypto. The European Parliament has accepted crypto is here to stay, and this is huge news. And if the US do not get their act together, they are literally going to fall behind. They are literally going to fall behind on one of the biggest financial innovations of the last 100 years. It's no surprise that crypto is showing excellent resilience even in a tough economy. As more banks fail, the more it highlights that even after massive crypto crashes, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others are still working 24/7, 365, and have never missed a transaction. As the US continues to try to stall crypto adoption, the UK, even China, and the EU are all pushing forward to adopt and integrate with crypto. And amazingly, just recently, even some US banks have been secretly getting Bitcoin exposure through MicroStrategy. Now, just bear in mind that crypto could still drop 50% from here before going on its next tear. It is still a high-risk asset, so just bear that in mind. And finally, here is how I am personally managing the risk. It's all about having enough of your net worth invested so that if it does take off, then you get to fully participate. But if there is another big correction of 50%, still having enough money to invest to build a position at fire sale prices. And that way we can just let it play out and enjoy the ride either way. However, this time without the fear, without the uncertainty, and without the doubt. So there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now, crypto's future continues to look very bright, and let me know your thoughts below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.